Hello everyone, my name is Kari. This is Tiger Lily Designs. Welcome to my studio. Today's episode, I've got a treat for you. I've got some great haul to share with you. If you like vintage stitching, if you embroider, needlepoint, cross stitch, appreciate the fine arts of needle and thread in the fabric, you will want to stay tuned and check out what I've got. Let me give you a little background story as to why I have this. So a couple of years ago, I'm a cross stitcher, I'm a quilter, hence my fabric wall, but I am at a thrift store, an antique store, and I'm perusing through all the things, and I find this basket of gorgeous table linens that it looks like somebody hand embroidered, cross stitched. Thousands of hours went into this table linen, thousands. I mean, it was gorgeous, gorgeous. The motifs were vintage, the stitching was perfection. I loved it, except for the fact that it had some stains and some not favorable, you couldn't put this on your table at Easter and be like, hey, there weren't enough casserole pots to cover the stains on this table linen. So that is why I'm guessing it had been in this antique store for a while. No one else could give it a new life. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take it home. I appreciate the amount of time as a needle worker myself. I know the work that went into this. It needs to live a new life. And so I thought, and I hummed and I hawed, and what did I come up with is I came up with repurposing vintage linens into, as a stitcher, I use project bags. So this is, it's got some beads in it. This is vintage stitching that I actually found on that first haul in Frederick, Maryland, near Frederick, Maryland, in an antique store. This was beautiful. There was a huge, looked like red wine stain right here, but I cut it out and I was able to give a new life, new purpose to this stitching. And now it holds a project that I haven't started yet. It's a memorabilia project with some beads, but it's got my fabric and my pattern and my floss and all the things in this fabric bag. So then fast forward a little bit, I designed my own project keepers, and now this is an original pattern by me, Tiger Lily. I sell the pattern as well as finished keepers. The finished keepers are sold every month on the 15th of every month, only on my website. The link is down below. Or if you sew yourself and you're so inclined and you're like, I think that little trapper keeper folio thing this is what mine is. It's a double pocket, double zip, or bobbinated project keeper, original design pattern, but I use vintage stitching on the front. This is my own personal one. Sometimes I just have to keep some of my favorite ones. I mean, look at that vintage stitching. So anyway, I want to give you a little background as to why I have this haul. So usually I don't share my haul. Usually I just, I'll go to thrift stores, I'll go to antique stores, I'll get all the things, and then I'll just find a coordinating fabric. I have lots of fun at the fabric store trying to find the perfect fabric to coordinate with it. So every month I release a capsule collection, anywhere from 25 to 30, 40 sometimes. Keepers. It all just depends on what I found, what I was able to put together to share with you guys to give it a new life. Because if anybody's going to appreciate the needlework art, it's other needleworkers, cross stitchers, embroiders, needlepoint, all the people, threads and needles and floss. And so usually I'm at my local stores and I'm thrifting, and I've got a couple buckets of year-round motifs, lots of florals, lots of those things. Sometime during the summer, I decided this year, I love Christmas. And so this is how most things are born, because I want them. And then sometimes if I want them, maybe somebody else does too. And so I wanted Christmas. I wanted more Christmas. Last year I created a Christmas more with like a green flower, and I kind of made it make sense with the red and green fabric. But this year I was like, there has to be vintage stitching that is Christmas themed. Well, so my local sources, my local antique malls ran dry. So where did I go? I went to the thrift store of the World Wide Web. Thank you, eBay and Etsy. And so I was digitally shopping for vintage stitching. And so I did find a couple things local I wanted to share you, but what today's haul is get excited. If you like this kind of stuff, you'll be excited. I don't know. I have been hoarding, not the right word. I have been procuring Christmas vintage stitching for almost 2 months now. Just letting the boxes come in. I buy them, I push the buttons. Sometimes I win the auctions, sometimes I don't. Sometimes they're a little too expensive to work. Anyway, I've been procuring them. They've been coming. I've just been stacking them in the corner of my studio until today. And today I've decided I just now took my scissors. These are my cardboard scissors, not my fabric. And opened all the boxes. Haven't looked inside yet, and we're gonna unbox them together. What these are, it's a little sneak peek. If you're a Project Keeper collector, if you have ever wanted a Tiger Lily Project Keeper and or project bag, I will be making some Christmas themed project bags using the vintage stitching. I've had some people reach out saying, where are the bags? They're coming, but Christmas is coming and I couldn't be more excited. So let's just dig in and do the haul. Like I said, I was able to find a couple local ones and I just wanted to share with you. I mean, the gamut of what you're going to see. I can't even wait. Seeing it on a computer screen is going to be totally different. I'm going to need my glasses than seeing it in real life, and you get to see it with me. Okay, so this is one that I found local, but it's truly one of a kind. An apron. I mean, like Grandma baking, how did she not get this covered? And there's a few stains and it's a white, but look at those bells. And it's an actual like rhinestoney arming, and the stitching, I love it. I love it. I love it. So that is one that I found locally. And here's the other one I found locally. And then we're going to get into the box haul. This is crazy. First of all, look at the little holly. So the hollies are all the corners. Like I said, most of these are table linens. So back in the day, there's a big old stain. So that is why these don't get loved anymore. See that stain right there? Oh, Johnny spilt the gravy right there. But these Christmas lanterns. Look at the candle lit lantern. Look at those beautiful X's with the little rhinestone detail. It's like gold floss Kreinik of the 50s. I don't even know. But look at the stitching. Oh, this one was so great. It's got some stains right in the center of some of these motifs, so I won't get too many of them. This one was a well-loved table linen, but I will put some together. So fun. Okay, so that was a local. Let's see what we got. In no particular order, because really, I don't even know what I got. And there are a few things that are not Christmas. So full disclosure, bag number one. I don't even know. Okay, so let's see. Sometimes when I buy these things, the sellers just throw in a vintage. They're like, oh, you like stitching? Here, have this too. That's so sweet. Little napkin. Which one is this? Which one? Look at that bell. Look at that bell and the holly leaves. I remember this one. Oh, if I should save the best for last, but who knows? They're all going to be so great. Do you see this Christmas tree? There are 4 of them in each corner. I don't know if there's stains. Oh, there's a stain right there. I don't know how many I'll be able to salvage because of stains, but I know that there are 4 Christmas trees in each corner of this table linen. Okay. So then, like I said, we have the bells and the hollies. But wait till you see the center. Are you ready? I mean, can you imagine? So there are 2 of these sweet little stitched angels. There's 2 of them, 1 on each side. That was the center of the table linen. I'm going to tell you there's only going to be 1 for sale because I need one. that little sweet angel. There's more angels. Just kidding. There's gonna be more. Because these angels, you ready? There's 2 on each side. Oh my goodness gracious. Hold the phone. Look at that angel with the Christmas tree. So there's 2 of those. 2 angels with Christmas trees, 2 angels with wings, and 4 corner trees. And then of course all the hollies and the bells and the things. And I'll just match these up with some fantastic coordinating Christmas fabrics, cut around those stains and give this a new life. Oh my gosh. Did we start off with a bang or what? They might not all be that good, but at least we started off good. All right. Not from Target. She reused a bag. I appreciate it. All right, let's see. Wrapped up in this pink tissue paper. What do I have? Oh, so look at all those French knots. Oh my goodness. Are you a fan of French knots? I don't know if I am or not. Oh, look at the stain on that one. Oh my goodness. Look at that tree. Look at all the holly going around it. Oh, this one's got holes. And the moths got into this one. The stains got into this one. But we should be able to salvage some good stuff. Look at that. There's a tree on every corner. That's so sweet. There's a holly sprig on each side. So cutting around the stains, I should be able to get some great Christmas tree keepers and bags. Oh my goodness. So gorgeous. Now this one came with napkins. Napkins are funny to me. I appreciate them. Love a good cloth napkin, except if anything is going to get a stain, it's going to be a cloth napkin. So I appreciate the stitching, but I don't think one of these napkins isn't fully stained. So I will see if I can salvage, nope, right there in the middle of the stitching. If I can salvage any of these sweet, this one might be salvageable. The stains up here, I don't see. So this could be a sweet one. Sometimes I like to put these little tiny motifs on a needle book or the cover of my floss keepers, but I'm thinking a needle book. Look at that little holly berry. And ooh-wee. This is live, that's how it happens. But I should be able to get a couple of them. Nope. This is not a good bunch of napkins. Maybe 1 or 2. No? Ooh. Poor stitching. I hate to get rid of it, but it's just, it might be too far gone. I think, so those napkins coordinate with this table linen. Let's see the condition of the table linen. Oh my goodness. The poinsettia stitching is everything. Oh, but there's a stain right in the middle of it. Oh, I might have to get creative. Maybe put a button or something right. I can't cut around that, but it's just too good. I think I'm gonna have to put a little applique right on top and you won't see. Maybe a button, maybe a little doodad covered button. I don't know what it's gonna be, but I'll have to salvage that somewhere because these poinsettias, oh my gosh, look at the detail on those little centers. Are so gorgeous. So gorgeous. So this is a big old linen that was well loved in its heyday of family Christmas dinners. We know that because the napkins were well used. All right, so let's see. Next box. What do we have? Oh, this is one that either isn't Christmas or it came with Christmas. Yes. So sometimes when I go to an eBay shopper or an eBay store and I, find, okay, ooh, you have a table linen I want. I go and, shipping is no joke. So if you're going to pay the shipping for one, sometimes you're paying $15, $20 just to ship it. And so I, try to get a little more bang for your buck. Kind of like the can't ship alone type of thing or with the cross stitch things. Okay, this is the one that I had to have. Well, if you know, you know. Look at that Cardinal. And there's no stain around this one. Love it. Love it. Let's see, how many Cardinals are there? Oh my gosh, look at that wreath. Look at the wreath and the pair of Cardinals. And guess what? They're on the other side too. So there's 4 Cardinals and 2 wreaths. These are truly gonna be fantastic, one-of-a-kind keepers. Oh my gosh. There's some hollies in the corner. And of course, I will keep all of this strip stitching. Maybe just make lines of it for a keeper. Oh, I try to salvage every piece of stitched work that doesn't have a stain on it and repurpose it into something smaller, something that's going to be used and loved. I love it. Okay, so like I was saying, love the Cardinal. Went to her shop. Do you have any other vintage stitching? And she did. So these won't be coming in Christmas, but I'm a sucker for pink. Look at that pink stitching. Oh my goodness. So gorgeous. It's like, it's a different motif. Rather than the stitching of the flower, it's the background that's stitched so that the flower pops. I love that. That is not the normal. That is not the standard. Oh, gorgeous linen. And it's so soft. This is like super soft linen. You can tell, oh, can you see the thread count? I mean, I don't have any idea what count this is, although they made huge X's. Ooh, this was just a pretty geometric pattern. I thought, oh my gosh, down the edge of a project keeper, this would be gorgeous. This one has a huge stain right in the middle, but that's okay because the motifs are on the edge. So I'm pretty sure that most of this, it's like two-tone pink. Love it. Ooh, do you see this for Valentine's? Does pink stitching speak to you for Valentine's? It speaks to me. All right, friends. Spoiler, it's coming. That is going to be a gorgeous motif. I'll have to find some pink fabric that coordinates beautifully. All right, let's see what's in this box. There's barely anything in here. What did I order? This was just this was a bag inside a bag. Sorry, gotta get my scissors out. Ooh. Oh yeah, okay, so this one, sometimes you have to order and just pay shipping just for one because it's that good. You ready for it? Oh. Okay, so some people get mad at me. Don't get mad at me because I know I'm cutting up this vintage stitching, but I try my hardest to cut up the ones that have the stains and the hearts and the things that are not loved. Okay, but this was a set of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 placemats. Okay, so if anything, besides napkins, I would think the first guaranteed stains. Placemats would be number 2. Now, there's probably 1 or 2 of these that are not crazy bonkers stained because the grown-up that was sitting there wasn't messy. But there's 6 of them. And they spoke to my vintage heart immediately. Now, I will measure some of my side tables because I have 2 side tables that do not have a quilted square top on them yet. And these might be perfect. They're rectangle, not square, so maybe not perfect, but I will try to give them a new life as is. But there'll be at least a couple keepers from these gorgeous multicolor vintage placemats. I mean, oh, those flower pots and the stitching and the colors just the designs and I mean, 6 placemats. Can you imagine? Do you know how long it takes me for just to do one motif like this? I don't even know. I don't calculate because that would probably make me sad. Hours. And she did it 6 times. I promise. Oh, just look at it. I mean, my backs. I don't think I've showed y'all back lately. Ooh-wee. These are some good stitching. Oh, 6 placemats. Not Christmas, but had to have them. Sometimes that happens when I was shopping. Let's see. I hope this one's Christmas. I certainly want to end on a bang. Oh, little thank you card. I appreciate your business. That's a sweet little extra. All right, let's see what we got. This is our last haul box. Oh, I think this is one where I just added everything. She just had quite a collection. I was like, I wouldn't get it if it was by itself, but because it's shipping with others, add to cart, add to cart, add to cart. Yeah, so this is a lot, but let's see. Let me show you what I got. I mean, look, the ruffle. This was an oval table linen, but you can tell, look at the stains right in the middle. An oval table linen. Who has an oval dining room table anymore? I mean, maybe somebody does. I don't. But sweet little pink motifs that are going to be great for the spring. And I just love the oval ruffle. It's adorable. All right, so this is going to go in the spring. Oh my gosh. Okay, so hold on. Okay, so this one I got for informational purposes because it is not complete. And I just thought, well, I just love the concept of this. Okay, so if you don't know, I didn't know, but it comes, see, it's like stamped. Can you see the little blue marks? Those are like pen marks. So it was like stamped work. So this was a stamped butterfly quilt block, but it wasn't finished. And then there was this one. Hold on. I'll save that one. And then there was this heart one. So it's not finished. There's still dots. So the question is, do I make the keepers as is? Did the dots wash away? I wonder if I wash it, do they wash away? Is it like magic ink? I don't know. I'll have to do some of the Google research. It must disappear somehow. It can't be like fricks on heat like we have now, but maybe it's water soluble. This one's almost done, but there's still like a faded blue line. Beautiful stitching. And then these are the ones I was like, oh my gosh, have to have them. It's the suit bonnets. Are those not going to be the sweetest little keepers? And look at those little sunflowers. So sweet. So the suit bonnets are finished. They're almost faded. I kind of want to wash them. I guess I should Google first. Or if you know, let me know in the comments before I Google and potentially mess something up. All right, let's see. A couple more, and then we're at the end of the haul. So these are pillowcases. Set of 2 pillowcases. So sweet. Looks like little Dutch tulip type situations. Ooh, but they have got some stains. I mean, pillowcases, you put your, I'm not gonna say your dirty head, but you put your face on it for years and years. Let's see. Okay, this one, here we go. So sweet. Oh my gosh, looks like almost full coverage poinsettia. Look at that. And it's not a French knot. It's like a circle with the square in the middle of it. But so sweet. So this is a table runner. So there's a couple of those. Again, it's just, you know, to get a little dingy from age, with age, as all things do that are white. Okay, but this one cracked me up. Like, it just, I mean, it's not my normal go-to. And it's kind of too big for a project keeper, so it's gonna be a bag. But I mean, come on. What are those birds? And I love them. And there's 2 sets. It's a table runner. It's got a nice crocheted edge. And I do try to save the crocheted edge. You'll see. I've got this sweet little, so sweet. Sweet. I like to save the edge when they coordinate, and I will use it actually in the piece. But those birds, they just remind me of like 60s and 70s and crazy birds. Speaking of crazy birds, ooh, look at the hole. What? What is this? What is this? It's a calendar. Time has wings and it has little calendar holes. I don't know how this was used, but these roosters, I love them. Time has wings. Look at those little roosters, so sweet. And then I've got one last Christmas. Just beautiful holly after holly after holly. So these will be gorgeous. So I hope you enjoyed my little vintage stitching haul. Get excited. Some of these are going to be, actually all of these one day will be project keepers and project bags from Tiger Lily. So if any of that is exciting to you, make sure you go and follow me on Instagram so you can see when they're coming. I like to sneak peek in my stories, in my feed, all the things. Follow me on YouTube here. And until next time, friends, happy stitching.